everybody. It is January 17th, almost 10 a.m. Welcome and good morning. I hope you have a wonderful day. If you have not subscribed, please hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell so you're made aware when I go live and when I do updated reads. And please give this video a like. So I was skimming through the dockets and paperwork and everything and noticed that there is a new filing in the Bryan Kohberger case. And I find it's very interesting. I'm going to bring that up and on screen here, and we are going to go over it. It's not very long, so it won't take you much time to read through this with me. Also, tomorrow we have the Chad Daybell motions hearing that we will be live streaming right here. So watch for that thumbnail to go up later today. Make sure you got your notification set for it. His lawyer is wanting off the case, John Pryor. So let's go over today. Bryan Kohberger wants some court documents unsealed, which is really odd. Let me just share this with you, and we are going to go over it. Let me make this bigger for you so you can see it. So this was filed yesterday, pretty late yesterday, 4:22 p.m. So that's why I didn't see it yesterday. And this is Ann Taylor filing this motion. It's a motion to unseal defendant's motion to reconsider orders dying. Oh, see, I don't like this, you guys. I don't like when this happens in court documents. You guys know I worked in the legal field over 30 years. I don't like seeing this. This is bad. Should say denying. Motions to dismiss the indictment and in the alternative for permissions to appeal from the interlocutory orders. So comes now Bryan C. Kohberger by and through his attorney, Ann C. Taylor, public defender, and hereby moves the court for an order to unseal the defendant's motion to reconsider orders denying motions to dismiss indictment and in the alternative for permission to appeal from interlocutory orders and a stay of proceedings filed with the court on December 21st, 2023. And the state's objection to this motion that was filed with the court on January 5th, 2024. So I'm glad to see that they corrected it and spelt it right here. But let's go on. Motion to unseal. Okay. This motion is made on the grounds that the pleadings and hearing thereon do not need to be sealed. Previous motions related to the grand jury proceedings were properly sealed pursuant to ICAR 32, Idaho Criminal Code Rule 6, and the court's order relating to the grand jury proceedings. The pending proceedings brought by motion and supported by pleadings do not meet the language of the rule. The issue for the court to decide are procedural and legal and do not delve into areas covered by rule and order. Mr. Kohberger sought sealing of his filings, and this is where it gets interesting, you guys. Mr. Kohberger sought sealings of his filings solely, get this, solely, which means the only reason why, and I feel this is weird, and I'm going to tell you why as soon as I finish reading the sentence. So Mr. Kohberger sought sealings of his filings solely based on an email communications with the Latah County Prosecutor's Office, I can't talk today, stating they wanted the filings sealed. Since when does a defense attorney just go ahead and do something that they don't want to do because of an email from the prosecutors? Let that sink in for a minute. What this means is apparently there was communication back and forth, each telling the other, look, we're going to file this, blah, blah, blah. And by the sounds of this, they're saying that the Latah County Prosecutor's Office stated they wanted the filings sealed. Okay, well, if that's what you want, that's what we're going to do. That's not how it works. If it does not work in your client's favor, you don't do it. I think this is a little bit of backtracking on the defense's part with the sealing of these documents, because they have motions that are yet to be heard before the court. I'm going to show you. They have a motion to reconsider an order denying motions to dismiss the indictment. And they have a motion in the alternative for permission to appeal from interlocutory orders, which means they want an appeal, which usually happens at the end of a trial, but they want that appeal now to appeal certain things that are happening or have happened or may happen before the trial is even concluded. And they want a stay, right? So when they say that they sealed their filings solely based on email communications of the prosecutor's office stating they wanted it sealed, if they didn't want it sealed, they would just have said no. We're not asking for it to be sealed. We believe that the public should know this, be aware of it, and why we are asking for a stay for the interlocutory and to have the indictment thrown out. We want the public to know why, if that's a benefit to their client, right? I think they're just trying to backtrack because I think that they know they are not going to win those motions. So this is a little bit of salt in the eye, sort of, kind of. I don't know. Let me know what you think in the comments below. So the deadline for Mr. Kohberger's motion was imminent. Thus, in abundance of caution, the defense filed a motion to seal. You do not file something with the court without going over the paperwork, going over what you're filing and the reasons why you're filing. To me, this is a cop-out. They're backtracking. Like I said, I worked in the criminal legal law field for over 30 years. You don't file something in haste just to say, okay, I got it filed. You got to read over the document. You got to make sure it's correct. Make sure everything's on point, exactly what you want, make clear exactly what you're asking for, your reasons why you're asking for it or not. This is a cop-out. And we see what Ann Taylor has been doing with dotting all her I's and crossing her T's. So to say this, it's not a good look for her. Thus, in abundance of caution, the defense filed a motion to seal. And they're saying that they did it solely based on Latah County's office wanting it sealed. That doesn't make any sense to me. A lot of people are going to miss that. But if you've ever worked in the legal field, these are things like this that you catch. Counsel for Mr. Kohberger informed the Latah County Prosecutor's Office a motion to unseal was forthcoming. So in other words, it's like, you want to fight us on this, this is what we're going to start doing. And I have a funny feeling that they're going to be starting to do this with more. It's almost like a backhanded threat that we're going to start requesting documents to be unsealed if you guys don't allow our motion, especially for the stay and interlocutory appeal. Or if you're going to fight it, this is what we're going to do too. We're going to throw mud in your face. Mr. Kohberger moves the court to unseal the proceedings and filings on the basis that these filings and proceedings are not covered within ICAR 32. Mr. Kohberger acknowledges the right of the public, to be fully informed of the issues. Well, wait a minute. You guys have been on board until now with having everything sealed, everything kept from the public to protect your client. But now you are concerned about the right of the public to be fully informed? What? Let me know what you guys think below. And I do believe that they know that they're not going to win their next motion. So this is like mud in the face. And it's showing what they are going to kind of sort of start trying to do instead of agreeing and just keeping everything sealed like the prosecution wants. I think they're going to start bringing up this issue a lot more. And this is like a heads up. This is what we're going to start doing if you guys are going to continue to fight us on motions that we file, especially when it comes to this grand jury indictment and whatnot. Mr. Kohberger has a right for the rule to apply as it is written rather than disadvantage him with items remaining sealed that are not within the scope of ICAR 32. Well, there's a lot more then. And if the judge orders this, then he best be ordering all the other remaining sealed documents that don't fall in the scope of ICAR 32. It could be something as stupid as we have a motion because we found blah, 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 and let's seal it. It could be we found a penny on the floor. Let's seal this motion because we're going to fight over whose penny it is. Is it the prosecution's or is it the defense's? We're going to fight it and we're going to file a motion. We want that penny. And this is just hypothetically, you guys. And we want that motion sealed. They've sealed everything up to this point. So to come out with something like this now, the judge, if he grants this motion, he's going to have to be granting a lot more motions of unsealing. So this was dated the 12th of January. And as we know, Bryan Kohberger is going to court. He'll be in court again the end of this month. I will be covering that also. And it was filed here electronically, but we didn't get this on the record until late last night. So that's what I got for you guys. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Do you think that this is Ann Taylor throwing salt in their eyes, in the prosecution's eyes? It's like, we're tired of you fighting us because they want this all unsealed. Okay? They want it all unsealed. They want the prosecution's reply to their motion and everything. They want it all unsealed. They want the public to know why they are doing this. And they want the public to see what the prosecution filed in response. Well, then you better open up this whole court case. Every document, except for certain ones that I know have to be sealed for very good reason. It just seems like anything and everything, the ICAR 32, they're using it as a catch-all for everything. Whether they should be sealing documents or not. But I find this really, really strange, and the timing very strange. Especially this here. Mr. Kohberger has a right for the rule to apply as it is written rather than disadvantage him with the items remaining sealed that are not within the scope of ICAR 32. Well, there's tons of documents that don't fall under the scope, but they have sealed them under that. So this is going to be interesting to see what's going to happen with this. They want this unsealed before the court hearing. So I do believe that we are going to have another hearing before the one at the end of the month. And if there is one, I will be watching the filings. And if there is one, I would expect that it would be probably next week sometime before the one at the end of the month. Let me just check my calendar here. Yeah, so he's going on the 26th. They have a motion to stay and everything that's going to be heard, and the permission for the interlocutory appeal is on the 26th. So I believe that this will be in court before then. If it is, I will be covering it for you guys right here live. We are able to stream hearings now. And also we will be streaming Chad Daybell's hearing tomorrow, where his lawyer wants out. Deuces, out. See you later. Kick rocks. I'm gone. That's what he wants. He's already gotten Chad Daybell's house. He owns Chad Daybell's house now. I'm assuming he's gotten every red penny that Chad Daybell has had. And now there's no more money. He wants out. It's going to be interesting. I don't think the judge is going to grant it, but I could be wrong. But let's see what happens tomorrow with the Chad Daybell case. And then I will be watching for a hearing on this in the Bryan Kohberger case. I will see you guys then. Please take care of yourselves. Please stay safe. Love you guys to the moon and back. Bye-bye for now.